episode Christmas.
What happens when you hear the word Christmas? I bet a cascade of nostalgic thoughts and feelings flood your heart and your mind. Because if you're anything like me, it doesn't even take the word Christmas to cue the crescendo. Just the sound of a carol, and probably not even the whole thing. Like after only a few notes, your mind is probably off to the races. Because Christmas has been a big deal in many of our lives. But where does your memory take you when you ponder Christmas? Welcome to Bible Shorts. My name is Nate, and today I want to kick off 25 days of Advent with you. And in these videos, I want to explain some of the most popular Christmas scriptures, and I want to share some encouraging stuff along the way. But first, back to my question. Where does your memory take you when you ponder Christmas? Let me know in the comments. I think about my grandparents' house. Immediately, I'm whisked away to Red Bench Road to the tiny little living room full of people I love, the humongous real Christmas tree that my grandma always insisted on cramming into that tiny room, and the overwhelming pile of presents bulging out from under the tree. I think about the laughter and the smiles and the joyfulness of just being together, and many of my most powerful and vivid memories come from that room on that day, Christmas Eve. I'm not sure why, but my family always celebrated together on the day before Christmas, and it has marked me forever because Christmas is not just something to be celebrated once a year. The beautiful legacy that my family gave me was that Christmas is a celebration of anticipation. It's way too easy these days to get lost in the commercialization of such a sacred moment. There's presents to be bought and decorations to hang, parties to attend, and ugly sweaters to find to wear to those parties. All of which is fun, but the fun was always meant to mark the phenomenal. Christmas is an invasion. God invaded the pain of the world and our rebellion. He set a plan into motion to upend centuries of the status quo. Humankind had chosen its own way. God's kids were struggling, so God sent a child, his child, to fix it. Christmas is about an innocent baby born into this world who would encounter all of the world's guilt. Christmas is about a king born into obscurity so you and I might become heirs to an eternal kingdom. Christmas is about one thing. Jesus came to us so that we would come to him. Getting caught up in the hustle and bustle of the holidays is easy. All of the fun things that I mentioned earlier, they compete for our attention. We can't afford to let the crazy win when it comes to Christmas. Don't ditch your fun holiday traditions, but do demand they kneel before the King of Christmas. What's at stake for us is simple. It's a holy reminder. And over the next couple of weeks, I simply want to help you push back the societal demands of the holidays, even if for only a few minutes a day. And as you watch these videos, here's what's going to happen. You'll get back your perspective. You will appreciate the reason behind the season all the more, and the hustle and bustle of all of those parties and programs, they're going to crystallize into a beautiful memento, a foreshadowing of what we truly celebrate at Christmas. I think one of these videos will force you to face what Christmas has been to you, and I hope it happens in the best possible way. I filmed this for one reason. Christmas is too important to lose to the chaos we've turned it into. If you feel that way, I get it. I do too. So let me tell you a secret. I did this for myself. Why? Because I needed a reminder. I know I can't afford to let Christmas become what our way of life sometimes demands it be. And I'm hoping together that you and I can reclaim of that childhood innocence that we remember the most when we think about Christmas. So here's the plan. There's 27 total videos, and ideally, if you subscribe and you push the little bell icon, you could start with the video titled Day 1 on the 1st of December, and they will take you straight through to Christmas Day, and actually the day after. And each video has a Bible verse. I've done my best to explain the meaning behind the verse in a simple format that I hope that you can relate to, but each day also has a call to action. So here's your very first one. You have to do more than just watch these videos. you have to do these videos. If you only watch, I still think it'll help you, but if you'll actually be brave enough to do the challenge that I mention at the end of every day, then Christmas is going to become something new to you, or perhaps renewed. So don't be intimidated, don't be half-hearted, but also don't be hard on yourself. Just take 5 minutes every day to jump in and see where it takes you. You won't regret it. Your personal reason for the season is on the line here. And perhaps the way your kids or your loved ones look at Christmas too. Before we get started, let's get honest about something we know is gonna happen. Mr. Busy is gonna show up big time. In fact, he rears his nasty humbug head pretty often this time of the year. So don't give in. You have the same 5 minutes every day that everybody else has. You just have to protect it. So is the heart of Christmas worth 5 minutes of your day for the next 25 days? Don't budge. I know you can do it if you want to. So here we go. Here's what it really comes down to. Do you believe God would have you fully realize the joy, hope, love, and miracle of Christmas? I do. I believe it with everything I've got. And when we do, we'll embrace Christmas in a way that makes Buddy the Elf look like an amateur. We'll reorient our guiding focus around celebrating the most momentous moment in history, the day Jesus was born, the day and the moment that he became Emmanuel, God with us. And when you realize that God is with you, man, it'll change more than Christmas. It'll change everything for you. And it'll make all those parties and Christmas programs a lot more fun. How? Because each and every one becomes another opportunity to celebrate the mission of Christmas. Jesus came to us so that we would come to him. And that, my friend, is certainly a trail worth traveling together. And if you enjoy the videos, but you would prefer to read along, you can order my brand new book, The Christmas Trail Guide, that's linked in the description below. Subscribe, and I will see you back here for day one tomorrow. Merry Christmas.